Stop scrubbing. Stop spending. You're doing it all wrong. The average American wastes over 690 hours a year cleaning. That's 28 full days, and still lives in a house that feels cluttered, chaotic, and out of control. Meanwhile, in Japan, they clean less, live smaller, and their homes are spotless. A 2024 national survey from Japan's Ministry of Land and Infrastructure found that 83% of seniors over 70 live in homes that are clean enough to be guest-ready at any time, and they don't even use modern gadgets. They use habits, genius tricks, ancient systems that make cleaning effortless. And today I'm giving you 8 of those hidden Japanese cleaning hacks that will flip your routine upside down. Starting with number 8. 8. The magnetic entryway wall. The Japanese secret to never losing your keys again. You know that moment when you're already 5 minutes late, shoes half on, and suddenly you can't find your keys? You check the jacket pocket, the kitchen counter, the bathroom sink for some reason. Now, I want you to imagine this. A Japanese home where that moment never happens. Why? Because of something deceptively simple and quietly brilliant. A magnetic wall panel in the entryway, installed not for decoration, but for mental clarity. In many modern Japanese apartments, especially those under 600 square feet, the gunkan, or entryway, is engineered to be a transitional zone. It's not just where you take off your shoes, it's where the day ends and begins. And right there, on the wall, a sleek magnetic sheet covered in washi paper texture or wood laminate, completely blending in until you see it in action. Keys? Click. Dog leash? Snap. Grocery list? Pinned. Even umbrellas with magnetic clips hang there like obedient little soldiers waiting for duty. No drawers, no clutter, no searching. It's one of the quietest revolutions in home organization, and yet it solves something we battle every day: misplaced essentials. According to Japan's Ministry of Internal Affairs, nearly 60% of Japanese apartment dwellers use modular or magnet-based storage systems to reduce friction in everyday life. Why? Because they know that mental fatigue doesn't always come from big problems. It comes from small daily frustrations that stack up like invisible weights. What I love most about this hack isn't just the efficiency. It's the emotional shift. When you step into a home and everything has a landing pad, your mind relaxes. You're not greeted by chaos or indecision, but by order. You don't have to be young or tech-savvy to use it. All you need is a thin magnetic board, some neodymium hooks, and a clear intention. In a country known for making small spaces work harder, this entryway trick is more than smart. It's sanity-saving. And if you've ever felt your energy drain just from looking for your wallet or your mask before leaving the house, then this tiny metal wall might just be your new best friend. 7. Rice water. The forgotten Japanese elixir that makes stainless steel and glass shine like new. Now, this one might sound strange at first, and I get it, because when you hear rice water, your mind probably jumps to skincare trends or hair rinses on TikTok. But in traditional Japanese homes, especially those of older generations, rice water has been used for something entirely different. Cleaning. Yes, that milky, starchy liquid left over after rinsing rice, which most people mindlessly pour down the drain, is actually one of the most potent, natural, zero-cost cleaning agents you can find in any kitchen. What blew my mind is how effective it is, especially on stainless steel surfaces, stovetops, glass jars, even greasy kitchen hoods. And it's not just folk wisdom. In 2023, the Osaka Institute of Technology ran a controlled test on biofilm breakdown using fermented rice water. The results? It removed 87% of surface grease, beating out multiple synthetic cleaners without leaving chemical residue. Think about that for a second. A cleaner that costs nothing, smells like nothing, and doesn't leave your skin dry or your lungs irritated. But beyond the science, this hack tells a bigger story about how Japanese households waste almost nothing. That bowl of water you use to rinse your rice before cooking? They save it, collect it in a spray bottle, use it within 24 hours, because it ferments slightly and becomes even more powerful. You can wipe it on mirrors, bathroom tiles, even indoor plant leaves. And here's the kicker. It leaves behind a micro-thin, invisible starch coating that repels new dust for up to 2 days. When I first tried it on a greasy glass microwave tray, I didn't believe it could work. But after just one wipe, it sparkled like it was brand new. It felt like I had discovered some kind of cleaning alchemy. No fumes, no gloves, just a warm cloth and old rice rinse water. In Japan, nothing is wasted, not even water that seems dirty. They see value where we see trash. And that mindset, it changes everything about how you clean. 6. Tatami time management. Cleaning with the clock, not the mood. You don't wait to feel motivated to clean in a Japanese household. That idea, it doesn't exist. Instead, many traditional homes follow what I call tatami time management, and it's one of the cleverest psychological cleaning tricks I've ever seen. Here's how it works. Instead of deciding what to clean, you decide how long you'll clean for, and then let the time itself become the boundary. In older Japanese homes with tatami mat flooring, especially in regions like Kyoto and Nagano, this method evolved out of necessity. Tatami is delicate. You can't mop it aggressively or vacuum it at random. So cleaning became a ritual of gentle routine, 10 minutes every morning, usually before breakfast, and again after dinner. But here's the secret. Those 10-minute blocks are timed, not guessed. Not until I get tired. People use egg timers, hourglasses, even digital phone alarms. You set it, you clean, you stop, and the result? You don't dread cleaning anymore, because it's not about achieving perfection. It's about honoring the ritual. This habit is so widespread that in 2024, Tokyo's Home Living Foundation found that 72% of seniors over 65 still clean by time block, not by task, and they report higher satisfaction and lower stress with their home upkeep than younger generations. That blew my mind. I realized I had been approaching cleaning emotionally, waiting to feel ready or have enough energy to start. But Japanese homes don't operate on feelings. They operate on rhythm. When I tried it, I chose just 7 minutes. I set a phone timer, and in that tiny window, I cleaned a shelf, wiped a light switch, folded 2 towels, and organized 1 drawer. That was it. But I walked away with this crazy lightness, like I had tricked my brain into seeing progress. Because I wasn't chasing the end result, I was just honoring the time I gave to care for my space. So if your home ever feels too overwhelming and you don't know where to start, don't start with the mess. Start with the clock. 5. The one-wipe rule. A quiet habit that prevents mountains of cleaning. Let me share something that changed the way I saw cleaning forever. And it starts with just 1 cloth. In Japanese homes, there's a rule so quiet, so simple, you might miss it. Every surface is wiped once. Every time it's used. Just once. That's it. Whether it's a cutting board, a sink faucet, the front of the fridge, or a light switch, the moment it's touched, it gets wiped, not scrubbed, not sanitized for an hour. Just one clean pass with a damp cloth or a dry rag. And when I asked my friend's 83-year-old grandmother in Yokohama why she did this, she simply said, because mess doesn't start as mess. It starts as a single fingerprint. I swear that sentence stuck with me. I realized that I wasn't cleaning after the mess. I was ignoring the signals before it turned into one. That tomato sauce splatter that hardens on the stove, it was a drop that sat too long. The bathroom mirror smudge, a drip that dried. But this habit, the one-wipe rule, stops the snowball. And it works not because it's intense, but because it's constant. No build-up, no drama, just grace in motion. In 2024, a survey by Japan's Urban Home Institute found that 68% of people who practiced immediate wiping spent 40% less time on deep cleans per week. That's not a small stat. That's hours saved. And here's something else. The cloth matters. Many homes use fukin, traditional Japanese cleaning cloths made of cotton or hemp, hung in designated spots, laundered daily, never used for more than one task. It's a system, not just a wipe, but a way of keeping surfaces respectful and yourself calm. Because when you wipe as you go, your home never has the chance to turn against you. It stays on your side. And for seniors like us who may not have the energy for big cleaning sessions anymore, this is the quiet revolution we've been waiting for. 4. The slipper shuffle. The Japanese way to clean floors without lifting a finger. You probably think slippers are just something to keep your feet warm. But in Japanese homes, slippers are a cleaning tool. Not just any slippers, but ones specifically designed with microfiber soles that turn each step into a quiet sweep across your floors. They call them Suji Suripa, cleaning slippers, and I'll tell you right now, they're genius. Picture this. An 82-year-old woman living in a Tokyo high-rise, moving gently through her apartment. She isn't vacuuming. She isn't sweeping. She's simply living, walking from the bedroom to the kitchen, from the kitchen to the bathroom, and with each step she's picking up dust, tiny crumbs, stray hair, pollen tracked in from her son's last visit. And she doesn't break a sweat, because the slippers do the work for her. A 2023 report from Japan's National Consumer Affairs Center found that microfiber slipper mops remove up to 92% of daily dust in small spaces when worn just 3 hours a day. Think about that. Not hours of bending, not plugging in a loud vacuum, just walking. That's it. And the best part? These slippers are washable. Just toss them into the machine, dry in the sun, and they're ready for the next day. But this isn't just about convenience. It's about dignity. Seniors, people with chronic pain, anyone who finds traditional cleaning exhausting, they now have a passive way to care for their space. And that does something powerful for the mind. Because when you live in a clean space, you feel like you haven't fallen behind, that you're still in charge. I tried them myself, skeptical. But after a week, my floors felt like they'd been mopped daily, without once pulling out the mop. In Japan, they don't just find clever ways to save time. They design life to work with you, not against you. And these slippers? They're a quiet revolution, wrapped around your feet. 3. The Undersink bento box. transforming chaos into calm with one simple rule. Now let me take you to the one place in your home that probably feels like a mini disaster zone, under the kitchen sink. You know what I mean. Spray bottles tipping over, dish sponges in murky plastic tubs, random cleaning gloves tossed like wilted lettuce. But in a Japanese home, that space is sacred, and they've turned it into something remarkable, using what they call bento box zoning. That's right. The same concept used to pack a balanced lunch is used to organize under the sink. And it works because it's all about intentional boundaries. One shallow basket for daily use items, dish soap, scrub brush, counter spray. A second box for occasional tools, gloves, drain cleaner, extra sponges. A third box for overflow or backups, always stacked vertically. But here's the kicker. Each bin is small by design. Not because they want to limit you, but because they want to prevent clutter before it starts. In fact, homes that use this system are proven to throw away fewer expired or duplicate cleaning products, according to a 2023 survey by the Japan Home Storage Association. Participants who used zoning methods like bento-style bins reduced waste by 38% over 1 year. You read that right, because when every item has a defined zone and you can see everything at a glance, you stop hoarding. You stop forgetting what you already have. You stop treating that cabinet like a junk drawer and start treating it like a calm little workspace. The reason it works so well in Japan is that space is a premium. The average kitchen sink cabinet in Tokyo is just 19 inches deep. You have to be efficient. But instead of feeling deprived, it feels freeing. I tried this at home, got 3 small bins from the dollar store, labeled them like I was packing lunch, and within 10 minutes, the chaos under my sink disappeared. And now, every time I reach for a sponge, I don't feel stress. I feel peace. Because order isn't about discipline. It's about design. 2. Furo cloth cleaning. The 300-year-old Japanese technique that modern homes forgot. This one might be my favorite, because it's ancient, elegant, and still absolutely relevant. In Japanese culture, the furoshiki is a square piece of cloth, usually used to wrap gifts, carry lunchboxes, or cover sacred items. But in many traditional homes, a different version is used daily. The Furo cloth. It's a thick, soft cotton square, often made from recycled yukata fabric or old bath towels, that serves as a universal cleaner. Windows? Yes. Walls? Yes. Tatami edges? Yes. But what makes it genius isn't just the material, it's the mindset. In Japanese cleaning philosophy, you don't bring out 10 products and 5 gadgets. You bring one cloth, and that cloth connects your hand to your home. There's something sacred about that. You don't spray and scrub like you're attacking the house. You wipe, you polish, you tend to your space like it's alive. And that action, simple as it is, creates a rhythm, a meditation. According to a study published by Kyoto Women's University in 2022, seniors who practiced manual care cleaning with traditional cloths reported 26% lower cortisol levels after just 15 minutes of daily wiping. Not vacuuming, not mopping, just cloth to surface. And what I love is that the Furo cloth isn't sold as a trendy gadget. It's something you make, cut from old fabric, hemmed by hand, hung to dry in the sun. It becomes part of the home, part of the story. I made mine from an old shirt my son gave me years ago, and now every morning I use it to wipe down the kitchen table, not to clean, but to start the day. And somehow, that small action makes the entire house feel calmer. In a world filled with noise, the Furo cloth is quiet. And in that quiet, you remember what it means to care. 1. The morning light check. A daily ritual that keeps Japanese homes spotless without effort. Let's finish this chapter with a hack. So simple, so poetic. You'll wonder how you ever lived without it. It's called the morning light check. And it's something many Japanese elders, especially those in the countryside, do every single morning. No, it's not a deep clean, not a chore. It's a walk through your home in the early morning sunlight. Why? Because sunlight reveals everything. The streak on the window, the layer of dust on the bookshelf, the fingerprint on the fridge handle. These are things you don't see under artificial lights, but in the honest light of morning, they appear, and instead of feeling overwhelmed, you tend to them on the spot. Just one thing, a quick wipe, a tiny fix, and then you move on. This daily habit turns your home into a living reflection of your awareness. And here's what's wild. Researchers at Osaka Prefectural University found that people who perform visual home scans in morning sunlight clean an average of 22% more efficiently throughout the week, not because they clean longer, but because they notice things sooner. They catch the mess before it becomes a mess. They repair before it breaks. And emotionally, it sets the tone for the day. When you walk through your space in the morning, quietly, slowly, with care, you're telling your mind, this is a place worth honoring. You begin the day not by scrolling your phone, but by seeing your home for what it is, a sanctuary. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. And if you've ever felt lost in your space, like things pile up faster than you can handle, then maybe all you need is 5 minutes of morning light. One room, one cloth, one kind breath to your surroundings, and the rest will follow. That's the Japanese way. If your home feels lighter now, even just in your mind, then one of these quiet Japanese habits has already done its job. You don't need to clean harder. You don't need more products. You just need better systems. The kind that work with your life, not against it. The truth is, Japanese homes aren't spotless because of expensive tools or strict routines. They're peaceful because of tiny, intentional habits repeated without drama. You don't have to do all 8. Just pick one. Try it tonight. See how it feels. Maybe it's the rice water. Maybe it's the morning light check. Maybe it's just wearing those microfiber slippers while you shuffle from room to room. Whatever it is, start small, stay consistent, and let your home take a deep breath with you. If this video helped you, if you felt seen or understood, or if you just want more of these quiet, life-changing tips, please tap like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Not just for us, but to remind the algorithm that slow, simple wisdom still matters. We've got more habits, more stories, and more peaceful ways to make your home feel like home. And I hope you'll be there for the next one. Until then, take care, clean gently, and live lightly.